for today's event, we'll be talking about understanding Japanese candlesticks. By the way, my name is Christian, or you could call me Chan. I'll be your host for today's. Our goal for today is to first to understand different chart types and how each type can help us with our trading. Okay? And secondly, for us to understand how Japanese candlesticks are formed. Kasi obviously, we wanted to know kung paano nga ba siya nag-perform in terms of dun sa chart mismo and how different prices would affect the candlestick na nag-perform dun sa chart. And lastly is for us, which is yung pinaka-meat nung event natin, is for us to learn more about different Japanese candlestick patterns and understand the story behind each one. Kapag pumunta kayo sa MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5, which is yung main trading platform ni Lirunex, may kita nyo doon na merong three type of charts. It doesn't mean na ito lang yung available charts. It just so happened na ito yung tatlong default chart types na meron tayo. You could even add other chart types, and then I'll probably just discuss that later on. So unang-una natin, chart type is a line chart. Second is a bar chart. And lastly is the Japanese candlesticks. So you could see, pare-pareho lang namang chart yan, which is on Euro USD with H1 time frame. And as you might guys have thought, it's also under the same prices. Kasi may kita nyo dito, there's a high here, high, etc. So it pretty much represent the same chart, the same financial asset. And kumbaga, iba lang yung pagkaka-represent nila since it's a different chart type na nakita nyo. So we'll deal first with a line chart. So line charts are simplistic and usually plotted using the closing prices. Paano ba yung closing prices? Kumbaga, let's say yung time frame na meron kayo on the chart, if you uses a 1-hour time frame, so sa 1-hour time frame na yon, kung ano yung closing price, which means na kung ano yung last order na na-execute at ano yung price na yon, that is considered your closing price. For each closing price per hour, depende kung yun yung pinaka time frame na ginagamit nyo, then it just form each line connected by a line. So, ganun lang kasimple si line chart. Most of the time, ginagamit lang si line chart to see some trend lines or some support and resistance. Mas madali mo kasi makita yung mga area wherein pwede mo ma-connect through a particular line. So let's say, for example, as you can see here, this actually forms a trend line kasi there's a clear trend line somewhere here. If you connect a line, a trend line from here, going above somewhere here, it actually forms a line chart. And then, after a line chart is a bar chart. Medyo mas complex si bar chart kaysa kay line chart because it uses 4 major price points. So instead of just simply using yung closing price, this time, 4 na major price points na ginagamit niya, which is your opening, your highest, your lowest, and the closing price. And it actually works like this. So paano ba siya nag-work? So sa bars, as you can see, this one bar represents one particular period sa chart mo. So kung gumagamit ka ng, let's say, 1-hour time frame, then itong bar na to is the price representation for just that 1 hour. So kung 1 day naman yung gamit mo na time frame sa chart, then obviously the bar na makikita mo, yung each bar na makikita mo sa chart would represent 1 entire day. So nakadepende siya dun sa time frame na gamit mo. So again, if I'm saying about a certain period, it actually depends on the time frame na ginagamit mo dun sa chart mo. On this one particular period, this one bar, makita nyo dyan, yung left side, this left horizontal line is what you call the opening price. So lagi sa bar chart, yung left horizontal is what you call the opening price. Opening price is the very first order na na-execute dun sa period na yon. Then obviously second is yung closing price. which I've mentioned earlier dun sa line chart, closing price, ito yung last order na execute dun sa period na yon. Whatever is the price is what we call the closing price. H is for the highest price. Ito yung pinaka mataas na price na naabot ni financial asset during that particular period. And lastly is lowest price. So lowest price obviously is the lowest price na naabot during that particular period. Kumbaga, as you could see, line chart is very simple. Si bar actually helps you understand kung paano ba gumalaw yung mismong price during that period. Let's say if this bar represents a whole day of trading or one whole day of buys and sells orders, it actually gives you a rough idea kung ano yung nangyari. Kasi kung dito nag-start sa price na to, si bar for that day, kung ito yung mismong price, whatever the price is, ibig sabihin bumaba siya at this point sa period na yon, giving us the lowest price. It actually goes up, reaching this highest price, and then closing at this particular price. So makita natin kung paano ba gumalaw exactly yung price or at that particular period. Also, to note, it's called a bullish bar kapag yung opening price is lower than the closing price. Ibig sabihin, on this example, nag-open siya at a lower price, pero it closes at a higher price, being considered as a bullish bar. Meaning, mas maraming buyers at this particular period than the sellers kasi napaangat nila yung price from the opening price. On the other hand, it's the same thing is kapag yung opening price naman is actually higher, meaning nag-close siya lower than the opening price, and that's what we call a bearish bar. So, move tayo sa Japanese candlesticks. Pretty much, pareho lang siya ng information na gamit kay bar. Naging variation lang siya. Variation because kasi yung opening and closing price form a box or a body. As you could see, hindi na siya horizontal line lang from the left and then the right side. Yung pretty much yung opening sa closing price form a body or a box. So makita nyo dito, meron siyang box na nag-form. And then from that box, it would help you understand right away kung bullish ba siya or a bearish bar. Hindi mo na kailangang alamin kung yung opening price ba is actually higher or lower. Mas madali mo na siya makita based on sa kung anong kulay ng box na yon. Balik natin, same goes with the bar. So nag-start tayo at a lower opening price and then close at a higher one. Tapos meron tayong highest and lowest price. And same goes, this is considered a bullish candle. Kasi nga, nag-start siya with this opening price and then yung closing price obviously close higher than the opening price. Kaya lang, hindi mo na kailangan alamin kung saan ba yung opening sa closing price. Kasi based from here, depende kung paano mo sinet up yung chart mo. Usually, makikita mo dyan is kapag white candle or green candle, on this case, it's a blue, it already indicates, alam mo agad na bullish candle siya. So, mas madali mong mai-interpret kung bullish ba yung nangyari doon sa period na yon. And then, same goes, si opening price, opened at this level, pero nag-close siya at lower price, which indicates na bearish candle siya. And again, yung pinaka-maganda or pinaka-obvious na difference ni Japanese candlesticks is yung mismong body. Kasi on this case, yung orange indicates na at just one glance, alam mo agad na bearish candle siya. Unlike with the bar, you have to know yung kung saan yung opening price and saan yung closing price. So yun yung pinaka-difference ni bar sa Japanese candlesticks. That's why much popular na ginagamit si candlesticks than a bar chart. Kasi nga, visually, alam mo agad kung ano yung nangyari doon sa chart na yun, on that particular period. Also, I actually added a simple visual here. Kung makikita nyo, so makikita nyo dito si bull saka si bear. Si bullish or si bull always refer sa mga buyers natin. Kapag pataas yung movement ng price sa chart, always uptrend siya, it's always called a bull or a bullish market. And then if pababa naman siya or kung downtrend yung market natin, it's always called a bearish market or a bear for our sellers. Pero the reason why ganun siya is actually kung paano yung mismong animal, how do they attack their, let's say, your predators or whatnot. Kumbaga, kay bull, if you guys are not aware, ang gagawin niya is he would use his horn to attack his enemy, tapos he would drag up yung enemy niya. Isusuwagin niya, going up, and then that's how he actually attacks. Kay bear naman, ang gamit niya is claw. So kapag gamit mo is claw, you actually attack from above going down. So yun yung difference. Kaya kapag sinabing bull, it actually is a going up price, and then if it's a bear, going down yung movement ng price. So that's the end of our today's event. Again, thank you so much for attending and listening. Hope you guys have learned something. Hopefully, you guys could apply yung mga na-discuss natin for today's event. That's it for me, and thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the day.